guys good?
Yes.
Should be I wasn't expecting this. Like, what is she doing? Shit. Catching flies.
Well, after a very long flight, we're pleased to welcome Valerie Adams. Valerie, I am thrilled for you because I know that you and your husband were very vocal about your struggles with fertility, and now you're pregnant with number 2. I want to hear the story of when you found out.
So after our first baby, we had a couple of embryos in the freezer, so as backup, and the timing was always going to be quite tight for us because I didn't have another option. So when we went back home after Monaco Diamond League, we thought it was the right time to stick it in and see what happens, right? And whoever's gone through that process, it literally is stick it in and wait for 2 weeks and then you see if you're pregnant or not, and that's what we did. And I knew immediately, probably after about 3-4 days, that something was happening because the symptoms of having the first child, I kind of went through it again. But when I found out it was confirmed we were having a second baby, I was very thrilled, mixed emotions. Funny at first instance, I was so happy and blessed and very grateful. But at the same time, I was training so well that if I had 2 plans. If I was pregnant, cut the season, do what we're going to do. But if I wasn't pregnant, I was on a plane to Australia for the World Cup, for the Continental Cup, and I was in such good nick. But I'm so blessed that I'm in this situation and not the other situation. Because it was our last chance to have a baby through IVF, the pressures of the financial pressures of going through an IVF cycle again was there, because if it didn't work this time round, we had to weigh up our options to spend another 10 to 20 grand on going through the whole process again and going through the heartache. That was the hard part.
As somebody with your sort of resume, you and I follow each other on Instagram, and I watch you train and I go, she does not train like somebody who's already a multiple Olympic and world champion. You're a legend. You're a legend where you're from. You're a legend worldwide. Where's that motivation coming from?
I have this this feeling within me that I'm a woman and I'm strong and I love what I do and I'm passionate about the fact that my body can do these amazing physical things, and I love the fact that with this journey I can inspire other females out there to get out and do something physical or make themselves feel better, regardless of how big or small you are. You have the ability and the capabilities to do so.
I've known you a while, so I know that you've always been very cognizant of your role as not just a female athlete, but as somebody who people both literally and figuratively look up to. Do you find that you're embracing that more now as a mother? Because people are going to look at you and say, oh, well, champion athlete, but now can she juggle that and motherhood?
I feel like it just empowers me more and empowers women out there more to, that you can actually have a career and be a mother at the same time. It is possible to do that with, a good support network around you, and my mother-in-law's been amazing, my husband's been amazing, and it's a choice that you make, but you make it work. I have become less selfish, though, as a person since having a baby. I cannot control the situation. She controls it, and you just have to roll with it. I don't sweat the small things anymore. They don't matter anymore, and in fact, I've probably become a better athlete for that. Now, when I had my first baby, I had 6 months from where to go, from having her to go into the Commonwealth Games. Massive ask. I had a C-section to get her out. Obviously, most people probably lie in bed and panic for like 3-4 months. I was out training and competing within 4 months, probably not what the specialists will advise, but that's just the way I roll. It's a type of drive that I have and the passion that I have, and I knew that I needed to get to the Commonwealth Games. I wanted to get to the Commonwealth Games. I had the support to do so. It's whether or not I could do it mentally and physically, and I'm stubborn as they come, and this is the same time this time round as I've got 15 months from having baby to Tokyo, so that's already at the back of my mind, is that I do have a bit more time on my hands. Yes, people have mentioned 2 kids is harder, but I believe that if you've got a good support network around you, my husband's very supportive. He's going to become a house daddy, and we're going to make it work. Sports is a very short part of our life, and it only lasts a very short time. And afterwards, after Tokyo, I'm done. I'm done skis. I want to be a mum and continue to do what I do and inspire kids and coach and do what I can to help my people in New Zealand.
So you're going to have a full set, boy and girl. One of them is going to come to you one day, possibly in the future, and say, Mom, Dad, I would like to throw the shot, throw the disc. Are you the type of parent that's going to encourage your children to follow in your footsteps, or sort of encourage them to find their own path?
I'm not going to be one of these parents who, oh, you're going to be the next Valerie Adams. Like, everybody has already said that to my, like, already naming my child that you're going to break your mum's records, all the rest of it. I've lived my dreams. I don't need to live my dreams through my children. I think that's one thing that a lot of parents probably are not aware of, that they do, and I have some family members who do that. They do live their dreams through their children. I want them to be the best they can be. I want them to be good humans, be kind. I mean, their dad's a geek, so if they, go off and do something in chemistry or science or IT or whatever, by all means, do it. All I want them to do is be kind and good people and be nice to people.